We have never been so divided as a nation. Everybody now refers to us as the poverty capital of the world. All the indices clearly show we are a failed state. Even in Abuja, we are afraid of the possible invasion of Boko Haram and the other international people. Lives are lost in their thousands every week from banditry, from attacks. The APC-led federal government, without mincing words, has failed totally in fulfilling the promises they made and assurances they gave in 2015. There is no gainsaying that every other Nigerian today is looking for an alternative platform if this democracy must be sustained. The option that looks open is the People's Democratic Party. As the largest political party, as the party that has experience, and as the party that has provided leadership in the first 16 years of this democratic effort. Your Excellency, we need to commend you and congratulate you alongside your colleagues who very recently ensured that there was a non-rancorous national convention, that it ended up in peace. Yeah, there may have been some shortcomings, some challenges, but they are very minor. Largely, Nigerians are proud that you, the governors, provided the leadership and that cohesion that gives hope for a united Nigeria. Your Excellency, as we march on in the next couple of days, we shall enter 2022. And in 2022, it becomes very glaring that we need to already start searching for who can provide leadership. I am settled that PDP is the only alternative party available. But the APC will not fold its hands. They are going to fight. We, in addressing the issues and the challenges ahead of us, we need a man of courage. We need a man of wisdom. We need a man that is tested and proven. We need a man who, without gainsaying, is strong enough to provide a challenge to the APC, no matter what conditions we are going to have. And we have looked carefully. We have consulted widely. Your Excellency, it might interest you to know that Edo State is the 17th or 18th state we are going around consulting. And we said we cannot run into any conclusion without paying Your Excellency this courtesy visit to assist us appraise and for us to solicit assistance in seeing whether it makes any sense for us to bring out or request our principal, Waziri Atiku Abubakar, GCON, Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 to 2007. The time has really come, because of the economic challenges that we have, that we really find a man who understands how to run an enterprise. Somebody that has invested himself, somebody that has participated in governance, who rose up to become the Deputy Comptroller General of Customs, who rose up to become the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and who was actually elected a governor of the then, or of the present Adamawa State. He has an educational institution, so he appreciates the pains of having almost 14.5 million children out of school today, and the need to cater for them, because this will become potential source of feeding the kidnappers and the people that are giving problems. Your Excellency, I must say that in the course of our moving around the 18 states we have been to, we have had comments about his age, that is 75 years old. But leadership is not about age, it's about wisdom, it's about experience, it's about exposure. And Nigeria today, because it's at the brink of total collapse, we need somebody who is well tested and experienced, somebody who is detribalized, somebody that has the wherewithal to be able to lead the People's Democratic Party to success. And Your Excellency, I am bold to tell you that Alhaji Atiku Abubakar on the treadmill will outrun most of the 45 and 50-year-olds. So he is mentally fit and physically strong to carry on the challenge. Your Excellency, there is no gainsaying that some people have also made allusions to the fact that why another Fulani man? Why another? The truth of the matter is that the Fulanis that lived with us in Nigeria prior to this time lived harmoniously with each and every one of us. We grew up believing that the best managers of human beings and resources were actually Fulanis and Hausas. They're very truthful. We never had any challenge. It is only very recently that we have these Fulanis that came from outside Nigeria that are menacing us. And we should have somebody who is courageous. So for those of us that are in the South-South, because I happen to have been the chairman of the South-South People's Assembly in the past, that created and made it possible for a vice president and president of South-Southern extraction to come up. Our major issues here have been restructuring, repositioning Nigeria. I strongly believe, going by the antecedents and the commitments of Atiku Abubakar, that he will definitely, as he has said, within the first 6 months, ensure a proper restructuring and repositioning of Nigeria, both politically and economically, to make it a country that is comparable to anyone that is in the 21st century. And therefore, he's the only sure candidate. The elections of 2019, which the PDP clearly won, but for the manipulations that took place in Maiduguri, that is in Borno State, in Yobe, in Kano, definitely would have given him the success as it were. But we are all in Nigeria, we are living witnesses of the things that have passed. Your Excellency, I must say that the other arguments that have come on, whether Waziri Atiku Abubakar was available in Nigeria immediately after the elections, that he left and went out of the country. They are just, it's unfortunate that it's not possible for one to bring out his total life and put it on the table. The truth of the matter is that he was also being haunted for treasonable felony charges, which would have just been put and hit on his head. I passed through it. I faced it all through. And I know what those pains are. And if he was advised to go out of the country, to allow things to happen, even the NSAS, this thing, they almost roped him in. So, it is for these reasons he moved on and prepared himself. Now that there are going to be constitutional amendments for minimum qualifications and so on, he decided to go and brush up himself in the period and come back. He is fully ready to come back. He has come here, he has consulted in person with Your Excellency already. And he has said that we should also endeavor to meet with stakeholders and elders of the party. If in their wisdom they are gracious enough to really to grant him the opportunity to serve at that level, he would be very willing come 2022 to take the mantle and fight for the presidency.
I just pray to God Almighty that He sees us through next year financially so that we can even have a presidential election. With almost 20 trillion of printed money, I just don't see how we can continue pretending and deceiving ourselves and trying to prevent the country from growing by limiting, restricting imports, coming with all sorts of phantom excuses to limit people from buying and importing things they cannot produce and they need to live. On the one hand, you are printing money. On the other hand, you are restricting foreign exchange availability. And what is that? What does that really lead to? Just throwing millions more Nigerians into poverty. Meanwhile, we can't account for all of the more than 20 trillion we have printed. I'm prepared to commit myself that whatever the party comes up with, I will throw my head and heart behind that person to work to make sure that the person becomes victorious. We are also deepening democracy in Edo State. The governor, yes, is the leader of the party, but he's just one individual. And we cannot and will not, on his own, make a commitment or take a decision on behalf of Edo people. At the appropriate time, he will rally his constituents and members in Edo and seek their opinion and the direction that we will go. And whatever the decision of majority of our people is, that is the way we will go. I want to close by assuring you that your principal is a Nigerian who has committed to this country. His achievements are there for even the blind to see. So he's eminently qualified to contest the position of President of Nigeria.
Thanks for checking out SYMFONI on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.